Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Come on and Wait, wrong movie. How's it going, fellas and files? This is Dominic from Film Overload, the channel where we talk about movies, pop culture, and everything in between. And today I am talking about my second movie that I saw at my double feature today, and that is the movie Air. This is directed by Ben Affleck and also stars Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. This movie was interesting when I saw the trailer. I'm aware of the story, but I don't know all the details behind the story, and this movie really answered all of the questions I had to the story. A really interesting story about how Nike acquired the legendary Michael Jordan. What was expected to be a slow-burning biopic actually ended up being a very intriguing and engaging story about a company who just wanted to catch their big break. And I think through Ben Affleck's direction, I think this movie was really well made. It isn't perfect by any means, but it is really a solid biopic, a very solid story. And I really think that through Ben Affleck and through Matt Damon, who really stole the show in this movie, I think that these two guys really collaborate here once again and really create something very engaging and very intriguing. The story takes place in 1984 at the point of the NBA draft, and all of these shoe companies are trying to sign these big college names to come join their programs, and Nike is still trying to find that big break. And I think this is the perfect time frame, a very interesting time frame as well, especially in the NBA when you had all these legends already playing the game, but also these new legends that are going to be coming into the sport as well. So I can understand the excitement and the stress that these shoe companies had to try and find someone to represent them in the upcoming NBA season. And all of this drama and all of this storytelling is really well done through the screenplay. It isn't a perfect screenplay by any means, but it was a good enough screenplay to really keep me interested from start to finish. Usually biopics lose me roughly about 2/3 through, but this kept me through the entire time. And I think through the very clever writing of this film, I think Ben Affleck and his crew have a really interesting movie on their hands. As far as awards and stuff like that, I think this movie could actually maybe get some recognition come award season. Okay, let's talk performances, because this is what really carries this entire film. Ben Affleck, like I mentioned, stars in this movie, but he's not the star of this movie. Matt Damon is actually. He plays this character named Sonny, who is a scout for Nike, and he really wants to make this really big splash. And the board is telling him, no, we can't afford some of these college players. No, we have to stay low. And he's like, no, we need someone big like Michael Jordan. And I think that Matt Damon, through his performance, really conveys what the character is trying to do. And Matt really brings his talent to the table in this movie. In fact, I wouldn't say it's his best performance, but in my opinion, it is definitely in his top 5. My personal favorite performance of his is Good Will Hunting, but this movie is really, really good because of him, because of Matt Damon, and because of his talents. So I think he really delivered a really solid performance. He'll probably get lost in the conversation because of the release date of this film, but so far he is my candidate right now for lead actor. And also, I really thought that the portrayal of Mrs. Jordan, portrayed by Viola Davis, was actually really solid as well. Viola does not have a lot of dialogue in this movie, but when she does, she brings it. And I mean, she actually really brings it. She just plays this very loving kind of mother character, and she wants the best for her son. And Viola really delivers on that really well. And I would not be surprised if she got some recognition later on in the year for this movie as well. I just thought that she was really interesting in this movie, and honestly kind of the glue between Michael's world and Nike's world, and she was kind of like the bridge between both worlds, in my honest opinion. Now, the one major caveat that I had with this movie was that I wish we would have gotten an actual Michael Jordan character. We see an actor portraying Michael, but we never see his face. We see him sitting down, we see him walking around, we see him shaking hands with people, but we don't see his face. And I really wish we would have gotten that interaction with Michael and Nike. I think that was kind of missing towards the middle and then towards the end of the film. And I think if he would have had this little bit more of a relationship with the characters from Nike, I think it would have really delivered that punch that this movie was kind of lacking in. But overall, this was a biopic, and I think it did its job pretty decently well. I wouldn't say it's my favorite film of the year, but it is definitely a very solid movie in my opinion. A movie that really piqued my interest from beginning to end. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's collaborations are known for keeping your interest levels up like that, and this was no exception either. If you liked what you see, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on the post notifications so that you guys can get notified every single time I post a video. You can follow me on Letterboxd, which is right here. I post all of my movie reviews on Letterboxd. This helps me keep track of movies that I have watched, movies that I haven't watched, and movies that I will watch. And I think you guys would benefit greatly from this app and this website if you are indeed lovers of cinema like myself. As always, guys, happy movie watching. Take care.